Namaste, Sacred Masters, and welcome to this pick a card session for your shadow work. We have the deck shuffle and 3 random cards from the Dark Mirror Oracle deck placed before you. If you want to purchase this deck, look for the link in the description box below. You can pause the video and take your time to see if any of these cards resonate with you, and then use the time code in order to jump to the card you choose. This is card 1, 2, and 3. Don't forget there are many more pick a card videos to choose from. You can find them in my playlist, Shadow Work Pick a Shadow Card, on my channel's main page, so don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell for more pick a card sessions. After you pick your card, I will explain what each card means in the book. Now, the book's description is poetic and can be confusing sometimes, but for the sake of sharing, I will read it out, then give you my interpretation of it. You will hear my interpretation when I remove my mask and speak with my normal voice. I will also give you a shadow prompt in order to get started on some shadow work based on the card you pick, together with Grabovia codes to help with your shadow work sessions, or sometimes a link to another video relating to the matter. Alright, let's get started. Pick a card and jump to the timestamp. You chose the Obsession card. This card relates to the waxing crescent moon phase and is illustrated with an elven face, the hair entwined with bark and thorns, staring at a blank, clear, empty round mirror. The sentence that relates to the card is that all things lead to one, and then they disappear into one until only one remains. This card means that we chase comets and mirrors and shadows. Sometimes we actually chase cars or myths. Obsession is a trick of our perceptions. Many becomes one, and that one bloats as to take everything else. It feels like it, whatever it is, an idea, a person, an objective, flavors our life and gives meaning to it. As all the light through a lens, it converges on a single point, and that point goes ablaze under the greatest fire. But in truth, more than enacting our life, it numbs our attention to the rest. It makes us feel more awake by hiding the rest of the world under a cloud of slumber. Obsession is a drug. In small doses it whips, in big doses it kills. If we drown inside an obsession, we should close our eyes. We don't die in the darkness. We just fall asleep, and then we can wake up naturally. What this card is trying to say is that obsession can consume us. Obsession paralyzes us and leads us to compulsive behavior. From something as simple as checking our emails or phones to more dangerous things like addictions. Obsession usually starts because of shame, when we are preoccupied with how others perceive us, and eventually leads to anxiety. Your shadow prompt today is there something you feel attracted and obsessed by? It could be a person, a goal, or item you want. See how many you can discover about yourself, and ask if you have become possessive over it once you get it. The art of this shadow prompt is understanding what your obsessions are and letting it go. It does not mean to forget about it, but lift up the heaviness of obsession and let the universe guide you instead. Use the Grabovia code 10011051010 to put the energies of peace within your body. If you want to know how to use Grabovia codes in your sessions for meditating or journaling, check out the link above or in the description box below. I hope this session gives you something to work on. Pick up your shadow journals and let's start finding our inner and true authentic self. I'll try to post more pick a card every week depending on my schedule, so that gives you some time to sit with your shadow prompt and begin working on positive changes to a new life. If you found something new about yourself, don't forget to comment and share with others as well. This not only helps build courage and self-esteem, but it also encourages others that they are not alone. I'll see you in the next session. Namaste. The card you pick is Hiding Your True Self, and is represented by the third quarter moon. It is illustrated in a dazzling light where there is a hint of a door, like the door to a Hammam. Outside, draped in scarlet tunics, stand two women, one under the sign of the sun and the other beneath the sign of the moon. The sentence that resonates with this card is, you could be in front of a mirror, or you could hide behind the mirror, yet you chose to be the mirror. What this card means is we all hide. Hiding is a survival instinct. Do you want to be truly honest with yourself? Very few people will accept you then. You are too complicated to be comfortable, too plain to be considered, too contradictory to be easy, too exceptional to be believed, too plain to be considered. You can be the sun, you can be the moon, you can be the door, you can be the road, you can be the butterfly and the break. Maybe the question is not if, but when. Sometimes real solitude is when there is not a right moment to be yourself, and not the right person, and neither the right way. Being yourself like a moment in a spa. It is a massage for the soul, a purification process that brings in oxygen and turns away age and wear. It is bliss and pleasure. Oftentimes we hide behind a mask or a mirror so that we can blend in better with our surroundings, society, culture. We have a need to feel like we belong, and that's when we repress our true selves. Has there been something that you are embarrassed to do, like you are self-conscious about it, like singing or dancing? Ask yourself in a shadow prompt today, what is something I used to enjoy doing that I don't do anymore? This is not about doing something you don't like, it's about rekindling that spirit again. Even if you want to do it alone, like sing in the shower again, start to do it. You're also rejuvenating the shadow child in you. Use the Grabovio code 48189517499814 to encourage your self-esteem to grow while you're doing this shadow work. If you want to know how to use Grabovio codes in your sessions for meditating or journaling, check out the link above or in the description box below. I hope this session gives you something to work on. Pick up your shadow journals and let's start finding our inner and true authentic self. I'll try to post more pick a card every week depending on my schedule, so that gives you some time to sit with your shadow prompt and begin working on positive changes to a new life. If you found something new about yourself, don't forget to comment and share with others as well. This not only helps build courage and self-esteem, but it also encourages others that they are not alone. I'll see you in the next session. Namaste. The card you pick is Black Flower Fragrance, and is represented by the full moon. The card is illustrated with a beautiful woman. Her face, with a hint of resolve, holds a strange black rose on her chest. It seems to explode like a crystal, each petal an obsidian shard. The sentence that resonates with this is, if we want to go dark, go black. Don't stop the evening, but embrace the night. The card says love is not a white dove, nor it turns people into angels. Love can be ugly. Love can be cheap. Love can be rotten. But even ugly love has a right to exist. Even cheap love can raise to the sky. Even rotten love has the dignity of eternity. Even a black rose by any other name should still smell as sweet. Even if you're wrong, you still have the right to be angry. Even if you're not perfect, you have the right to be respected. Even if you're stupid, you have the right to be listened to. Even if you're lucky, you have the right to complain. Even if you're rich, you have the right to be sad. If you cannot shine because you're beautiful, then shine even if you're ugly. Shine because you're ugly. Gorgeously black. Ugly as love. Worn out as an angel. cheap as a crown, unconquered as a fragrance in the night. I believe oftentimes we put the idea of love on a pedestal. We think of love as an emotion that is so pure. It cannot do us wrong. Sometimes we are even in love with the idea of love itself instead of with a person. But the thing is, love is not perfect all the time. And when it doesn't fit into our narrative, we blame people instead. We think our relationships are flawed and this can't be love. We don't see love as yin and yang, black and white. We only want to see it in one way, usually white. But in order to have healthy relationships, we have to allow times when we are not happy with it and enjoy the times that we are. Ask yourself in your shadow prom, when have I expected too much out of love? Begin to go into an inner query and ask yourself if you have projected your ideal version of love on another person and took it out on them when they could not fulfill it. If you want to go deeper, ask yourself where you got your ideas, stories, or narrative of love from. A movie? A book? Is your idea and narrative on love based upon fiction? How can you find that peace within to nurture love for all its pureness and all its darkness as well? Use the Grabovia code for love, which is 888-412-1289-018 during your shadow work sessions, or you can use my sleep programming video, which I will link at the top. If you want to know how to use Grabovia codes in your sessions for meditating or journaling, check out the link above or in the description box below. I hope this session gives you something to work on. Pick up your shadow journals and let's start finding our inner and true authentic self. I'll try to post more pick a card every week depending on my schedule, so that gives you some time to sit with your shadow prom and begin working on positive changes to a new life. If you found something new about yourself, don't forget to comment and share with others as well. This not only helps build courage and self-esteem, but it also encourages others that they are not alone. I'll see you in the next session. Namaste.